Hello, everybody, and we are live with a new Light the Torch edition. This new book is released today in ebook form, Her Unseen Battle, and I have an amazing group of women here to talk about this book, their chapter, who they are, so you can get to know some of the authors in this book a little bit. So, ladies, thank you for joining me. I will be rotating you in and out. We have a couple in the back end waiting to come up and talk too. I'm so excited for you, ladies. And this book is out, and congratulations on this accomplishment. So, to kick it off, I'm going to ask Pat Schultz to tell everybody a little bit about her, where she's from, and a little bit about her chapter in Her Unseen Battle.
Hello, everyone. I'm Pat Schultz from Cleveland, Ohio, and I'm the founder and owner of Ready for Takeoff. Through personalized coaching, I help women over 40 transform their fears into actionable steps. This leads to greater freedom and success in both their personal and professional lives. And that's exactly why I had to write my chapter. Does your bucket list have a hole in it?
Yeah.
It's because I discovered after my mother had passed away that she had never lived her dream. And I didn't want that to happen to me. So I had to do some things to remedy the situation. And that's what my chapter is all about.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you so much for sharing. All right, I'm going to rotate you out and rotate a new person. Jacqueline, can you tell everybody a little bit about yourself and your chapter?
Hi, everyone. I'm Jacqueline Zemniak. My chapter is called Charge On, One Woman's Journey to Knighthood. So I am in Milton, Ontario. That's just west of Toronto. And my story starts with my journey to become one of the world's only female full contact jousters. So when I say jousting, I mean in a 120-pound suit of armor on a giant war horse, traveling at extremely fast speeds with an 11-foot long lance trying to knock somebody off.
Wow.
And it was definitely a unique physical challenge for me, but the chapter gets into a little bit more of the emotional challenges faced when the sport was sort of not ready or able to view women as legitimate competitors. And so my chapter takes you through my journey that way and how my partner and I have translated that into our company now, Night School Inc., which is a sports-based empowerment organization. So in sport, we often say you can't be what you can't see. And at Night School Inc., we want to have everyone give everyone the opportunity to see themselves as knights.
Wow, I love that. What a different story. Thank you for sharing. Okay. How about Linda Wilson? Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your chapter in this book?
Hi, everyone. I'm Linda Wilson from Denver, Colorado. Excuse the voice. And my chapter, My Cloak of Invisibility, talks about my struggles with losing my voice, depression, feeling invisible, and how I turned that around and found myself and my life back. And excuse me, but the voice is not strong today, so I apologize. But I share the story so that you know that you're not alone, that there are people that see you, love you, and value you, and there are ways to lean into that and make the most of that.
Well, thank you for sharing and being brave and being part of this project. Joyce Ayers, can you tell everybody a little bit about you and your chapter?
Yeah, gladly. I'm a heart-centered divorce coach, mentoring women to find their voice, even though they're using their voice. We seem to have lost the passion that we have for our life and what we are passionate about, what we're living for, honoring who we are. So my chapters, kind of almost like going from being invisible and silent to, really being out there. And it's like, this is who I am and this is what I'm about. And letting others see the authentic part of ourselves and being vulnerable in that, and no longer wondering, can I let everyone see who I really am, even that last 30%? Who do I need to show up as? So it's like finding your voice, being seen, really living life on your terms, prioritizing yourself, being this person that's like this role model for others, and leading, being a leader, and also leading in your own life. Again, being authentic and vulnerable. It's like reclaiming your voice, reclaiming, reclaiming your voice through your own experience. It seems to have been unmuted, or something's going on. Yeah, so through our own experiences, reclaiming our voice and confidence again in ourselves.
Love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Joyce. Thank you for being part of the book. All right. So, Dr. Brianna, can you tell everybody where you're from and a little bit about your chapter?
Absolutely. I'm Dr. Brianna Boss James. I am out of Oakley, California, the Bay Area, and I am super excited about this opportunity. My chapter is The Power of Perseverance, Battling Through the Desire to Give Up. It is an amazing thing where life just goes and it gives and it gives and it gives stuff that you don't want, and it keeps on giving. You have to figure out how to get through it and still navigate even when it's continuing to go on. I'm still struggling with some of the things that you'll learn about in the book. And I'm just excited that I'm here today to be able to just talk about just the struggles and just to let anyone who reads it know that they too can keep navigating through life. And that's a little bit of what I do in my business also at She Bossing Up, where we help women boldly overcome struggles and setbacks as they positively transform themselves body, occupation, soul, and spirit. And then through P31X, I help families protect themselves with life insurance. So I am super excited about this book and for you to read it.
Oh, thank you so much for being here, Dr. Brianna. Always a joy to see you. Thank you for sharing your story, all your knowledge, grace, and beauty in this book. Tanisa Smith, can you tell everybody where you're from and a little bit about you and your role in this book?
Retired Navy. I'm also a national pageant queen right now. My chapter is I am thankful for my scars. And the reason why I was driven to write about that is because we bear scars as women that are unseen. I deal
Tanisa, is Tanisa first up for you ladies too?
these are also things that we can overcome. So when I saw the thing about it on the Facebook page, I just thought that I was just drawn to it. My heart was drawn to it because anxiety and depression is something that I would like to mentor young women about and talk to them about and let them know that they have people in these situations that we go through, be it in our marriages, which I've had a few, you'll see that in the book, and other things, that we can overcome them.
Well, thank you for sharing your story and letting other people know that things are possible and you can push past things, and resiliency, it can be a blessing. So, Eva, can you tell everybody where you're from and a little bit about your chapter in the book?
Yes, of course. Thank you. My name is Eva Skarström. I am from Sweden. But right now, I'm residing in Gran Canaria, Spain, together with my family. My chapter is called Vitality Reclaimed, Journey from Chronic Illness to Liberation. And it's about my story, living with fibromyalgia and endometriosis, and what I did to overcome those health issues, and actually living my dream life today without pain and struggles, health struggles. So I want to inspire and empower other people to be able to find their way to health.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing your story and letting people hear your survival and overcoming. So, thank you for joining us. Alicia, can you let everybody know where you're from and a little bit about your story?
Yes, certainly. So I'm Alicia Fuentes from Trinidad and Tobago. I'm the owner and founder of Alicia Fuentes Coaching and Consultancy, and I'm a revalidation coach for high performing women after redundancy. being a woman myself who has been made redundant just about a year now, I actually decided to leave the corporate world after 28 years, and I've been on an interesting journey of self discovery. And I believe that I'm finally living at cause, having rediscovered my identity and reclaimed my worth and even redefined my path. I've depicted this in the chapter, which is called A Journey from Corporate Constraints to Personal Empowerment. And I'm super excited for the woman to, you know, embrace this, to really apply the practical steps that I've outlined in the chapter so that they can overcome any feelings of invalidation that they may be experiencing.
Yeah. Thank you, Alicia. And just another example of how diverse this particular book is. Women here from all over the world, all different backgrounds, sharing, experiences that they've gone through in their life, and hopes to help bring up other women and uplift them and empower them. So thank you for being part of that journey. Antoinette McDonald, how about you? Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself?
Hi, great afternoon, everyone. I am Antoinette McDonald, and I am in Woodbridge, Virginia area. My chapter is Antoinette 1, MS0. So I am a multiple sclerosis warrior. I've had multiple sclerosis now since I was 18 years old. And so my chapter is about overcoming some of those fears and doubts with physical ailments or autoimmune disease to the point where I have been a very successful educator. And so now I am the owner of the CEO of Forever and a Day Publishing LLC, where we focus on God, family, career, and finances. So we do things like self-publishing, financial independence and freedom, also educational consultancy, and also life insurance.
All right, thank you for that. Thank you for being part of this project and sharing your journey of perseverance through those type of challenges. So next, how about Becca? Becca, could you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, and your chapter in this book?
I think my mic's, oh no, there we go. Hi, so I'm actually from New Zealand, and my chapters From Hurt to Healing, Embracing Imperfection and Finding Power. It's my story about overcoming all the challenges that I've had to go through in my life, from leaving domestic violence to overcoming living with a lot of medical conditions in particular. So it's kind of finding, as I look at myself, I'm beautifully broken, and I am trying to put all those pieces back together and create my life. And in that process, it's also brought me into helping other women and helping other people create their best versions of themselves and have their best lives as well. And so you'll find more about that, about my story and about how I've overcome that and through my chapter.
All right. Thank you, Becca. And as you hear all of these amazing women and their stories of survival, resilience, perseverance, overcoming, understand that if any one of these stories just touch your heart as you're reading through this book, and I'm sure many of them will, and you feel drawn to want to connect with them, the beautiful part about all of our anthology books is that these women are not only willing to share their stories with you and give you hope, but they actually have their contact information there where you can reach out to them and work with them directly if you feel like, oh my gosh, this person has walked what I'm trying to walk and knows exactly how I feel, and I really wish I could reach out to her. You're going to be able to do that. So get the ebook on Amazon and start making those connections. Thank you, Becca. And then Latasha, how about you?
Hi, I'm Latasha Bobo. My chapter is The Found Woman, Embracing Strength, Freedom, and Success. I just wanted to share with other women my background. I went from marrying young, even childhood struggles, to overcoming, redefining what success looks like for me. Just reminding and encouraging women that success is whatever you define it to be, and there's beauty in vulnerability. Your current situation is not the end all, and you can determine how your story ends.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you. Missy, how about you?
Hi there. My name's Missy Blackmer. I'm a mental health counselor and a certified life coach. I'm located in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And I was excited to be part of this project and write my chapter to share a little bit about how I've overcome just managing medical conditions plus anxiety and depression of my own to overcome burnout, and how I love to help other women do the same. So my chapter is called She Heals, She Roars. And in She Roars, I really talk about how, just like the lioness has to use her voice to communicate and get a handle on life, we can do that too. We can do that by seeking radical self-compassion and owning our stories and seeking support. And so I love to help high achieving women do just that.
All right. Well, thank you for being part of this project and sharing and being willing to help and be part of the cure, like a lot of you women here are. So I appreciate that. Lacey, how about you? Unmute yourself.
Thank you. I'm Lacey. I'm Pastoral Utah, and I'm excited to be part of this anthology. I course that helped save my life and my marriage, and I really look forward to having the opportunity to share my story with you and to help give you some tools that I found successful in my life. I've strived to do counseling, and it just didn't end up working for me. I know it works for some people, but I wasn't able to get to the root cause of my problem. But through my experiences with the horses, I was able to get to the root cause of my problem, and now I'm stuck in my marriage. It's thriving. I'm no longer stuck in my business. It's thriving, and I'm no longer stuck in my personal relationships, which I was having a hard time with when I first started out on this venture. So I'm so thankful for this opportunity and excited to share the tools and resources that I've learned. I'm doing a webinar Thursday to promote the book and promote some experiences I've had, the tools and lessons I've learned for free. So I'd love for you guys to connect. And I'm really excited to be a part of this amazing anthology of women who are overcomers and willing to give back and share to help others along their journey.
Thank you, Lacey, and thank you for all that you do to help people. Angelique, how about you?
Hi, I'm Angelique Brown. I'm CEO of Innovation, and my chapter title is Turning Trials into Triumphs, Strategies for Overcoming Life's Toughest Challenges. It sounds like this is definitely a great group of women that can relate to their own personal set of challenges. And I am definitely not alone in this journey, I feel. So I'm happy to be surrounded by such a great group of ladies. My story really begins talking about probably I would call it the most critical point in my entire life as a woman to date, beyond having my children. And that was, I was a survivor of domestic violence, and I turned that around into a positive and created my own organization, leading people throughout North America in the franchise space, and was able to basically turn my entire life around during COVID-19 after going through a pretty harrowing journey and giving up a very successful, high-profile career. So it was a big turning point for me in my life, and it took me a long time to build the courage to be able to share this story with anybody. And couldn't have done it without the support, definitely, of the She Rises studio. So I just want to say and extend my gratitude to everybody for the support in this process. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. There's so many amazing stories. I mean, I have, a group of women here. This is not everyone in the book. We have even more authors that as you read through the book, you're going to learn and hear from. One thing I like to do is kind of round robin around the room, and I'll bring some of the other ladies that are in the backstage area back in so they can add their perspective too. But just for the ladies that are here right now, before I start moving everybody around again, if you can think of just one or two words that would describe the emotions, the thoughts, or the feelings, or the perspective you would like the reader to have or leave with after reading your chapter. So, what would you hope they would gain from reading your chapter? Pam, how about you? Pat, how about you?
Oh, Pat? Okay, hi. I thought you said Pam.
I
All
could have.
right. Well, the message that I would like to leave with the readers is this. It is never too late to go after your dream. It doesn't matter how old you are. You have the opportunity to take courageous steps toward your dream.
Thank you, Pat. Thank you for that. Jacqueline?
Of course, mine is very similar, but I have a feeling a lot of us will be. You know, reading my story, I never thought that I would grow up to be a knight in shining armor for a living. We are living proof that you can literally be anything you want to be with kindness, creativity, and tenacity. And so I'm really looking forward to see some inspiration coming out of all the chapters of this book.
Thank you. Joyce?
Yeah, it's really leaving feeling empowered, optimistic, confident, believing in yourself, like really being in alignment with who you are and who you're being and what you're doing. Dare to be different, dare to, use your voice to share, like, who am I? Who am I in this world? And then having fun in that, like just not like, oh, is that okay? But like enjoy, make it messy. Someone said to me, like, dare to mess up, dare to get it wrong and then learn in the process. And like, where do you go from there upwards? So confidence.
Oh, that's great perspective. Yep. Linda, how about you?
Sorry, I couldn't get it to unmute. I would say from my chapter, whatever it is you're going through, you're not alone. Don't hide and withdraw within yourself because you think nobody will understand what you're going through. And one of the biggest things I want people to understand is if nobody has said I love you to you today, I love you, even if I don't know you. And I know what it's like to feel extremely isolated and alone. And when you feel that way, know that there is someone out there that is thinking of you and wants to hear from you and that you are valued and loved.
Thank you, Linda. Thank you for being here. Okay, Dr. Brianna, what about you?
From my chapter, it is very simple. There is hope. Every day that you wake up is a new day for you to get through, to go through. Life's tests, trials, struggles, setbacks, obstacles, and detours are not stronger than you are. And you can and you will if you just but keep going. So keep going.
Nice. All right. Thank you for being here. Always a light of hope to be part of. Alicia, what about you?
Yes, I think for me, I would really love the woman to recognize that they are not their job title or their age, that they can truly embrace their feminine energy and be unstoppable. They can revalidate themselves and rise stronger after redundancy or any form of life shift that they're experiencing.
Great. Thank you so much, Alicia. Eva, what about you?
I want people to feel hope. When you struggle with chronic illness and you feel that you barely get out of bed, I want them to feel that there's hope and inspiration and empowerment, that they are able to do a difference, that there is solutions to get better.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing your story and your journey. Okay, Natasha, what about you? It's a message from your chapter.
I would like for the readers to take away from my chapter that we all have struggles. However, our struggles do not define us, but it's how we rise from those struggles that define who we are.
Yes, yes. How we rise. That's true. That is so true. Becca, how about you?
I think from my chapter, I just want everybody to know that never let the darkness consume you. There is a light at the end of it all. Doesn't matter what you've been through, whether it's you're going through chronic illness, you're coming out of domestic violence, whatever it is, there is a light at the end of it. And I think the most big thing that I can get people to take away from this chapter is be vulnerable. Learn the power of being vulnerable and sharing your story.
Thank you, Becca. Tanisa, can you hear us? Are you there? What about you, Missy? Are you available to talk? We kind of lost them a little bit, so I wanted to check in with them before we moved on. And then Antoinette, how about you? What is a message you're hoping people gain?
Yes, for my chapter, my message is to never allow your circumstances to determine your destiny. And so, whatever is going on in your life, like I share in my chapter about my autoimmune disease, no matter what it is, it doesn't determine the end result. And most importantly, being able to hold on to your faith to help carry you through is something that I want folks to get from my chapter. And I encourage everyone to do so.
Love it. Thank you so much. Lacey, what about you?
Yes, absolutely. I'll resonate with so many of all these ladies. I'm so excited. So I really focus on life happens for each of us, and none of us are immune to that. But we do write that story, and the story isn't in control of us. And we learn that through the horses. The horses' primary goal is harmony. And as we learn from the horses, we too can have this primary goal of harmony. And regardless of what life throws at us, what storm comes about, there's rainbow at the end.
Thank you so much, Lacey, for coming. I'm so excited. You're having that theme later in the week. So thank you for using this book as a tool, which is really what I hope everyone does. I hope the people that read this use it as a tool. I hope the people that buy the paperback, take it and highlight it and write in it and grow from it. I hope they reach out to each one of you. And I hope each one of you realize now too that you have this amazing book and this amazing sisterhood of women that you can connect with and grow with and impact and empower others. Angeli, how about you?
Oh boy. Well, definitely with my chapter in the book, I want to make sure that people take away that no matter what the battle or the challenge that they're facing, that there are other people who have been there, even though you may not feel like that is the case in the moment, and to really put together practical strategies to empower yourself and also manage your mental health, right? A lot of it is putting your mind first before the actions follow. And so just being able to visualize and breathe. I talk a lot about that, about mindfulness and breathing and coaching that I received just to help with managing my emotions through very difficult times and how that helped me be successful and become more successful. So applying those strategies that I've learned through many years, happy to share those with others.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. I wish I could have all you amazing ladies in this room all at one time. The system won't let me. I can only have 9 other ladies here with me at this time, but you guys have made an amazing book. I'm so excited to see what it does and how it impacts lives. Congratulations. Get excited, get fired up, get out there, scream it from the hilltops. Congratulations, ladies. Everybody, you can go to Amazon now and get your ebook in just a few short weeks. Paperback will be available on all retailers worldwide. Thank you, ladies, for coming and showing up. Have an amazing day. Her Unseen Battle. Go grab your copies now.